Hi, welcome to today's balance and strength practice. Let's begin at the top of our mats in mountain pose. Separate the feet so they are about hip width apart. Firm the feet into the ground. Lengthen the tailbone down and crown of the head toward the ceiling. Inhale, raise the arms high overhead. Exhale, bend the knees deeply and fold forward. Use blocks under the hands if you need. Breathe here. Let the head hang loose. Maybe nod the head up and down and from side to side. Continue breathing. On your next inhale, press the hands into the shins and lift the chest halfway. Keep a slight tuck to the chin in order to keep the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand. From here, lift the arms overhead and make a big circle with the arms backwards. Do this again, and when the arms lift, also lift the heels off the ground, coming up on the tippy toes. Lower the heels and circle the arms back down. We'll do this one last time. Lift the arms and the heels on an inhale. Exhale to lower the heels and circle the arms back and down. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees to fold forward. Inhale, press the hands into the shins and lift the chest halfway. Exhale, lower the hands to the ground, fold forward. Step the left foot back long behind you and lower the knee to the ground, coming into Anjaneyasana or low lunge on the right side. Shimmy the right foot to the outside of the right hand to come into lizard pose. So you have the option to stay here and breathe, or you can take a few breaths while moving the hips from side to side. Bring the hips back to center if they aren't already there. Bend the left leg so that the foot comes toward the butt. Stay here, or you have the option to reach back with the right hand and hold onto the left foot for a quad stretch. Press the floor away from you with the left hand and let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Breathe here. Lower the left foot, shimmy the right foot back between the hands, lift the knee and bring the left foot to meet the right between the hands, back into forward fold. Inhale, press the hands into the shins and lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand. And we'll repeat this now on the other side. So begin in mountain pose and make a big circle with the arms in the other direction. So taking the arms back up, then forward and down to the starting position. We'll do that again, adding in the heels, lifting. Inhale, take the arms back and up while lifting the heels and coming up on the tippy toes. Exhale, lower the heels and bring the arms forward and down. Last time, lift the heels and arms on your inhale. Exhale, lower the heels and bring the arms forward and down. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, bend the knees to fold forward. Inhale, press the hands into the shins and lift the chest halfway. Exhale, lower the hands to the ground and fold forward. Step the right foot back long behind you and lower the knee to the ground, coming into Anjaneyasana or low lunge on the left side. Shimmy the left foot to the outside of the left hand to come into lizard pose. So you have the option to stay here in lizard pose and breathe, or you can take your breaths while moving the hips from side to side. Bring the hips back to center if they aren't already there. Bend the right leg so that the foot comes towards the butt. Stay here, or you have the option to reach back with the left hand and hold onto the right foot for a quad stretch. Continue pressing the floor away from you with the right hand and separate the shoulders from the ears. Breathe here. Lower the right foot. Shimmy the left foot back between the hands. Lift the right knee and bring the right foot to meet the left between the hands. Inhale, press the hands into the shins and lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand. On your next inhale, raise the arms overhead. And with the right hand, grab the left wrist and lean the arms over to the right for a stretch on the left side body. Keep the sternum aiming forward and the top shoulder aiming to the wall behind you. Breathe here. On your next inhale, come back to center and switch sides. So taking the right wrist in the left hand and lean the arms over to the left. Remember to keep the chest from collapsing forward by aiming the sternum to the wall in front of you and aiming the top shoulder to the wall behind you. Continue breathing. On your next inhale, come back to center. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, remembering to keep the chin slightly tucked so that the back of the neck stays long. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back into plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, press the hands into the ground and lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale to tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale here in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, then step the right foot between the hands. Press equally into both feet and engage the legs and core. Inhale, lift the chest and bring the arms overhead, coming into your high lunge position. Take a full inhale and exhale here. Staying in your high lunge position, lift the heel of the right foot. Lower the heel. Lift the heel again. Lower the heel. And last time, lift the heel. And lower. Take one more inhale here. And on your exhale, lower the hands to the ground to frame the right foot. Step the right leg back to meet the left, coming into plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Press equally into both feet, engage the legs and the core. And on your inhale, lift the chest and bring the arms overhead to come into your high lunge position. Take one full breath here. Staying in your high lunge position, we'll begin to work on balance by lifting the heel of the left foot. Lower the heel. Lift the heel. Lower the heel. And one last time, lift the heel and lower. Take one more inhale here in your high lunge. And exhale, lower the hands to the ground to frame the left foot. Step the left leg back to meet the right, coming into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, press your hands into the ground to lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, walk the feet between the hands and lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand in mountain pose. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale to press the hands into the ground and lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. Inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Lower the left heel to the ground so that the toes are pointed to the left side of the mat. Strengthen the legs, raise the chest, and open up to the left side, coming into your warrior two position. Keep the arms strong and in line with the shoulders. Chest is facing the long end of the mat. Tailbone lengthens down. Crown of the head reaches up. Take a breath here. Remaining in your warrior two position, we'll begin to practice balance. So lift the heel of the right foot and lower. Lift the heel and lower. Last time, lift the heel and lower. And take one more breath in your warrior two. On your next exhale, lower the hands to the ground to frame the right foot. Take the right foot back to meet the left and come into your plank position. Inhale here. And exhale to downward facing dog. Take a full breath here in downward dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Lower the right heel to the ground so that the toes are pointed to the right side of the mat. Strengthen the legs, raise the chest, opening up to the right side, coming into your warrior two position. Remember to keep the arms strong and in line with the shoulders. Your chest is facing the long end of the mat. Tailbone lengthens down, crown of the head reaches toward the ceiling. Take a breath here. So continue in your warrior two position, but lift at the heel of the left foot. Lower the heel. Lift the heel. And lower. Last time, lift the heel. And lower. Take one more breath here in warrior two. On your next exhale, lower the hands to the ground to frame the left foot. Take the left foot back to meet the right and come into your plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, press the hands into the ground to lift the chest. And exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Step the feet between the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand in mountain pose. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, raise the arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale to raise the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. Inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Begin to shift the toes and hands and torso to the long side of the mat in order to come into a wide-legged forward fold. You can use the blocks here if needed, and take a couple of breaths here in your forward fold. Inhale, press the hands into the ground to lift the chest. Exhale, come to stand. Keep the legs wider than the hips, but shift the feet so that the toes are facing out and the heels are pointing in. Tailbone lengthens down and crown of the head lifts up. Bring your hands into prayer position while lowering the hips into your goddess pose. In order to avoid the knees collapsing forward, keep them aimed toward the wall behind you. Breathe here. Staying here in goddess pose, we'll work on balance by lifting the right heel and lower. Lift the left heel and lower. Lift the right heel, lower. Lift the left heel and lower. And one last time on each side, lift the right heel and lower. Lift the left heel and lower. Breathe here in goddess pose. If you are feeling feisty, you can try lifting both heels. Lower the heels if they are lifted and straighten the legs. Take the hands to the hips and reposition the feet so that the toes are pointed straight ahead and the heels can be just a little bit out. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward, placing the hands on the ground or your blocks. Take a breath here. Inhale, walk the hands back around to the top of the mat to frame the right foot. Take the right foot back to come into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Take a breath, take a full breath here. From downward facing dog, make your way to a seated position. So in your seated position, bend the knees and place the soles of the feet on the mat. Place the hands lightly on the fronts of the knees and rock back a bit to balance on your sits bones. Lift the chest and engage the core. So you can stay here balancing while the tips of the toes graze the ground. You also have the option to lift the toes off the ground so that the shins are parallel with the ceiling. Or you can straighten the legs so that the toes are pointed toward the ceiling. So we're here in Savasana or boat pose. And we'll stay here for a moment and breathe. So come back to sit with the soles of the feet touching in Baddha Konasana or cobbler's pose. And from here, we'll make our way back to our version of boat pose. So whichever version works for you, put yourself back in it. And breathe here. And release back into Baddha Konasana. Rest here for a moment. And one last time, make your way into your version of boat pose. So remember, toes can be grazing the mat, shins can be parallel toward the ceiling, or the toes can be pointed toward the ceiling. And release your boat pose and make your way back to Baddha Konasana. Take the legs out long in front of you, lengthen the spine, bend the right leg and place the foot over the right thigh. Hug the right leg in with the left arm and place the right hand next to the right hip. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Breathe here with the gaze over the right shoulder. Last inhale here. Exhale, come back to center and we'll switch sides. So take the right leg back out long and bend the left leg and take that foot over the right thigh. Hug the left knee in with the right arm and place the left hand next to the left hip. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the left and let the gaze rest over the left shoulder. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Unwrap the legs and place the soles of both feet on the ground. Lengthen the spine and tuck the tailbone under, and we'll slowly begin to lower all the way down to the ground into a reclined position. Keep the knees bent. So place the arms beside you with the palms facing down and pull the heels in toward the hips. We'll go into bridge pose from here. So tuck the tailbone under and on an inhale, press the feet into the ground while lifting the hips, coming into bridge. Breathe here. On your next exhale, lower all the way back down to the ground. We'll do that again. Press the feet into the ground, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift the hips. So you can stay in this position, or you have the option to roll the shoulders underneath you and clasp the hands together. Continue breathing. And lower down on your next exhale. So one last time, inhale, press the feet into the ground and raise the hips. Hands can remain next to you or they are clasped underneath you. And then you also have the option here to raise the heels off the ground. Continue breathing. If your heels are lifted, you can go ahead and lower them. And on your next exhale, lower all the way back down to the ground. Pull the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Come back to center and keep the knees pulled into the chest. Take the arms out long to the sides and let the legs fall over to the left. Your gaze can be up at the ceiling or over to the right hand. Breathe here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let the legs fall to the right while the gaze remains at the ceiling or over on the left hand. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let the legs go long on the mat. Feet are wider than the hips. Let the arms rest beside you with the palms facing up. Eyes can close. And we'll rest and recover here in Savasana. So stay here in Savasana as long as you would like, and thank you for practicing with me today. Bye.